afternoon and welcome along to another video. Today is Sunday the 21st of June 2020 and in today's video we're going to talk about fantasy darts. What I'm going to pick in this video is my fantasy darts team. Now in this team we're going to pick 8 players, 2 reserves, and we'll pick 2 squad players. So we're going to play 8 singles, 2 reserves and then 4 doubles games at the end. And I think this team would beat any team at least 11-1 or 12-0. I'm that confident in this team. It's the best team I could pick from the whole of the darts that I could ever think about, and any darts that I've ever seen on TV or watched back on TV, like through repeats or highlights. So we'll start with number 1, Phil Taylor. Now Phil Taylor would start the night off brilliantly. He would set the tone for the night. He would set that high average, that high 110 average, and say, come and beat my average to the rest of the players in the team. And that'll be a real confidence booster for the rest of the team, because they would go, right, that's the standard we need to do. Not only did to win the game, but we have to reach Phil's level and standard. So Phil puts 1 point on the board. The next player we to pick is John Lowe at number 2. Now John, that consistency, you know what you're going to get from John Lowe. That 95 to 100 average right along the board from John. And you know, he's so level-headed, he's brilliant for this team. At number 3, I went for John Part, the great opportunist, the 3-time world champion, is perfect at number 3 because he'll sniff those opportunities being 2-0 up and he will drive them home to make it 3-0. The 4th player I've picked is a good friend of mine, Glen Durrant. I think I went for Glen because he gives us that consistency again. Just like John Lowe, you want that consistency in the team, and Glen brings that with a 97 to 100 average near all the time. That consistency on doubles especially as well, and the setups and doubles puts him in this team at number 4. The next player we to pick is Gary Anderson at number 5. Now he's this real charisma for this team. He's that real go-getter up and at them, you know, with that extra pace that he provides in his game. I put him at number 5, and I think this would be 5-0 to our team. The next player I've picked in the team is Adrian Lewis, the back-to-back world champion. Just like Gary Anderson, I picked him in the team as well for his natural ability and natural talent. You know, he can do anything in this game, and he's shown that what he's done in his career so far. The penultimate player I put in our first 8 is Michael Van Gerwen. Now put Michael Van Gerwen in at number 7 because, you know, just to drive home the advantage. We're 6-0 up, we want to keep going for that 8-0, and Michael Van Gerwen wouldn't let up at number 7. The last player I've picked is Eric Bristol. Now, Eric Bristol I picked at number 8 because he would wind up any player by now. He's talked to the player all through these first 7 games, and by the time it gets game number 8, he doesn't know where he is. He's probably changed his darts about 3 times. He's probably changed throwing 19s now, say the 20s. You know, he's got in his mind, do I breathe in when I throw? Do I not breathe in when I throw? But real mind games from Eric Bristol all through the night. So I put him at number 8 for that reason, and I don't think he will lose a game at number 8. So let's talk reserves. Who couldn't get in this team, and what a lineup we have. The first reserve we've got is Raymond van Barneveld, and the second reserve is Jocky Wilson. But I'll put these 2 as reserves because we're going to give them a game in the doubles. Now we're going to talk about the players that didn't make the team. And Martin Adams and Bob Anderson just missed out in this team. It was such a close call with all these players, but they just missed out for me. So let's talk about the doubles. The first doubles pairing is Fire and Ice. I picked Jocky Wilson and John Lowe. Now if these 2 click, we have some pairing here, because the fiery temperament of Jocky Wilson with the calmness of John Lowe and the determination of John Lowe, I think makes this team absolutely unbeatable. The next pairing we're going to talk about is Gary Anderson, Adrian Lewis. And these 2 will bounce off each other. They'll get into the rhythm of playing at a similar pace to each other, and it won't affect their game playing doubles together. Because sometimes they do struggle against slower players, but if you put them together, you will solve that bother. The only problem is if they play another slow pair, but I think they beat any pair that you put them against other than the other 2 we're going to talk about. The third pair we're going to talk about is Michael Van Gerwen and Raymond van Barneveld. Now, these 2 have starred at the World Cup of Darts in recent years, and we've seen great performance by these 2 Dutchmen. They do get each other's games, and they know what to leave each other because they know the strengths and weaknesses of each other. Now, the last pair we're going to go for is Eric Bristow and Phil Taylor. Now, what a pairing this is. You know, you can't get any better than this pairing because Eric knows Phil's game inside out and Phil knows Eric's game inside out. Because they practiced together for so long in the pubs in Stoke in the mid 80s and 90s. So it'd be foolish not to put these two together. And I think this team wins any match. I'm interested to see, what do you pick for your fantasy pub team? If you want a pub team, who would you put in it? So that's the end of this video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video and share the content. And until tomorrow, I will see you then. Goodbye.